All right, and we're back. Fourth quarter action here. 12 minutes on the clock. 16-14 in favor of Tuscola. Sullivan with the ball. 4th and 5 on the other side of the 50-yard line. Trying to extend. No, they're going to punt. No, he fakes the punt. Throws it downfield.
Oh, intercepted. Good interception by Knight.
And that was one of those, I'll throw it up there. I hope he catches it. And
number 15, who is the punter for Sullivan, is also the third-string quarterback, Peyton Hagerman. And Sullivan tried a little trick-or-dickery there, and pretty much resulted as a punt if you think about it.
Right.
And Josh Knight picked that off and advanced the ball back to the 35-yard line where the Warriors will take it now, Luke, from the 35. 1st and 10 from the 35. Start here the 4th period, so.
And we've got another Sullivan player on the far sideline close to Tuscola who's down with an injury. I can't see who it is from here.
Looks like it might be 20. You see 27 standing over there anywhere?
For Sullivan's sake, I hope it's not 27.
Yeah, I think.
Is it 27?
I think it might be Jake Eaton. That's their workhorse. They don't want to see him go down. I don't know what they're working on over there. This might be our first cramp of the night because they're pulling. Looks to me like they might be. I don't know. If it's not a cramp. Kind of instructed myself by the refereeing crew who's huddled up around the 35-yard line. He is on the far side, on the Tuscola side, down over there by the sideline, being looked at by the Tuscola and the Sullivan trainers. He is up. I would say that by the way he's walking, he was cramped up.
Yeah. And he looks to be all right, hobbling a little bit still. Get some water, get some fluids in him.
Yeah.
Hopefully get that stretched out so he can come back in and finish up a good game that he's put on.
Yes, he's been playing pretty tough all game long. So 27, Jake Eaton's going to be over here. He's taking a seat right down here below us. We'll see what they're actually working on. Yeah, they're pushing his feet back. He's cramped up.
Tuscola in the shotgun, taken by Nick Bates. He gets to the outside. He's got some speed.
Oh.
Got a little bit of a lead. Takes a hit. Gets down to around the 50, 49. An excellent gain, about a 13-yard gain there by quarterback Nick Bates.
He came around that corner. Tyler Hale had his man right in front of him ready to block. And it was almost like he wasn't aware that Nick was coming around the outside edge, and he didn't block his guy, and he ended up making the tackle. So we got another Sullivan player down. Looks like number 30. Is that 25 or 35? Walker Byers, a 6', 182-pound senior. Number 25 is now down. Looks like he's cramping as well.
And consecutive plays here where a Sullivan player is down with some cramps. Some of that heat and fatigue is starting to wear in as the game goes on.
Yep, 11:45 left here in the 4th period, and now we're starting to see some fatigue set in on some of these players. And yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to work out a cramp. Number 25, Walker Byers, will have to take a seat for at least one play. They're still stretching out Jake Eaton down here in front of us as we speak. So 34, who we talked about earlier, Kanan Bouchert, I'm sure he's going to get some work here. He is in the backfield. And we also have number 35, Robert Russell, who's a 5'8", 170-pound senior checking into the game, who we haven't called his number yet today. So.
Okay, 1st down and 10 for Tuscola. Nick Bates in shotgun. Hands off to number 83, Zach Bates, I believe, who gets to the outside. Tries to cut up the field, a good run.
Showed some pretty good speed there, Zach did.
Mm-hmm.
Nick handed the ball off to his older brother, and he scampered around to the far side right there in front of the Tuscola bench and picked up a first down.
So 1st and 10 again.
On the 39, Luke.
39-yard line looking in. And Tuscola is trying to build some momentum on offense here. Keeping the ball moving with no huddle. Keeping Sullivan on their heels. High snap again. Nick Bates takes it anyway. Up the middle. And it's one of those push the piles. And he may have gained 4 or 5 yards after the pile up.
Did you play center when you were in football?
I was the backup center when I was in football.
Center, you're guard?
I played offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle.
I loved it too, offensive tackle. Coach Winky put me there and he never let me go anywhere else. But center's not an easy job. You know, you got to think hand-eye coordination, get the ball the right level, especially in shotgun. Nick Bates takes that one again up the middle for a short run.
Hey, and we'll give Mikey Road-Trammel some props. That was a beautiful snap.
He's had 1 or 2 here in the second half that have been a little off, but since the first half, he's toned it down a little bit. They've been a little bit nicer. And it looks like Tuscola is trying to run here quite a bit and maybe knock some of that time off the clock, which we have 10 minutes, 45 seconds still to go, but the less time the other team has, the better. And they're going outside again, same play.
Same play to his brother.
Zach Bates hesitates down the sideline.
Nick Bates hands off to his brother, Zach Bates, around to the far side, right in front of the Tuscola bench again. Actually farther down for the bench now. He's out of that zone, out of the player's box, so he's down there in front of the faithful, and I believe he got another first down on that play.
1st and 10 on the 28-yard line or thereabouts, it looks like.
You know, it helps your center, too, when you got a 6-foot quarterback back there.
Yeah.
There's a nice snap.
And Nick keeps it, and he's
55, just shot through the gap. Somebody left him untouched. Jordan Cuthill come in from the linebacker position, completely untouched, and just put Nick down immediately.
Well, the guard and tackle were going, and they're thinking to themselves, oh, the tackle's got this, and the tackle's thinking, oh, the guard's got this, so they both went opposite directions. He had a wide open shot. I know how that feels.
Yeah. Coach Reinhardt signaling in a play, and here we go.
3rd and 5 here. Snap the shotgun. And a little shovel pass into the middle, and he's fighting for yards.
Oh, what a job.
Good job by Cole Evans.
Cole Evans, you know, that right there shows you what good will come out of a running back that keeps his feet moving. You know, he kept his feet moving, he just kept chugging, and next thing you know, man, from the initial time he made contact, he got another 4 yards. Gets the ball all the way down to the 15. Another first down for the Tuscola Warriors.
And this has got to be taking a toll on Sullivan's defense, which a lot of those guys play 2 ways and are part of Sullivan's offense.
Oh.
And Nick Bates goes down, and they're ruling him down before the ball came out.
Nick Bates on the carry. 25 came in there untouched. Walker Byers, a 6', 182-pound senior for the Redskins. And regardless of whether Nick got his knee on the ground or not, he wasn't going very far once Mr. Byers got a hold of him. He took him right down to the ground. So we're looking at 2nd and 10, still on the 15.
And again, they run motion and they sweep to Zach Bates. And he gets a few yards.
You know, I was just talking to somebody this week about a lot of coaches in football. And I say, you know, if you're running the play and they can't stop it, I would keep running the play until they stop it.
Right.
And, you know, Reinhardt's doing that right now because every time they're running this sweep play to Nick hands it off to Zach, and he's running it to that right side. He's got 2 first downs, and right there he got 5 yards. So he's averaging well over 8 yards a carry on that play. And Sullivan isn't stopping it.
It's not broke. Why fix it, right?
I'd keep running it, man.
And timeout here by Tuscola. The draw them off sides play didn't work this time around, so they call a timeout to draw up a different play. And 8 minutes, 38 seconds, 16-14 still in favor of Tuscola. Tuscola now threatening to score, though, and try and blow this game open a little bit. If I were Tuscola, I'd want to distance myself from Sullivan. Their offense has been putting up some pretty good yardage. And in the second half here, they've been threatening to score a couple times. And yeah, I'd want space. I mean, I'd feel a lot more comfortable with, 2 scores, 3 scores.
Yeah.
Especially with the time that's left.
Well, it's 3rd and 5. They'll be coming off this timeout, facing a 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. So a first down will get them first and goal somewhere inside the 10-yard line. So, I would line up Zach Bates on the right side and run that same play to this near side. But there he is. He's in the backfield with Cole Evans right now. Zach Bates, Cole Evans in the backfield. Nick Bates under the center.
In motion. Nick Bates keeps it, throws a pass.
Touchdown. Martin.
And Tuscola succeeds scoring on this drive with a touchdown pass from Nick Bates to Austin Martin.
And they Austin Martin's first score of the year.
22-14 now in favor of Tuscola.
First score of his senior year. Looks like we might be attempting our second extra point of the night.
This could end up being a big extra point right here.
Evan Sutton
will attempt the extra point.
Trying to go to. There he is. That's through there. I looked through it. Yeah, there he is.
And
he's happy.
That extra point is the difference between another Sullivan score, making it.
That little guy didn't mess around. Sutton, man, he punched that right through the uprights. This time he got it up in the air, had a nice end-over-end kick through the uprights. So he is now 1 for 2 on the year for extra points.
That makes it 23-14 in favor of Tuscola, giving them the 2-score lead.
And the momentum just changed because you can just look down here and see the Sullivan players just looking kind of desperate.
A little distant, maybe.
Yeah.
They need a little spark here to get something going. A couple of completions would probably help Frericks, and not to mention the rest of the offense. But they have to take chances where they need to and not risk in others.
With all the action we saw at the end of the first half, I tell you, they shouldn't get down. Just down what? 7 points would get them 21. 8 points would get them to 22. So they still have to score twice somehow to get back into this ball game. Actually, to win, score twice to win. Scoring once with a 2-point conversion just won't quite get them there.
And low line drive, takes a nasty hop there at the end, but covered up. And he's got some space. He's still up and going. Some missed tackles.
There's a good tackle.
Finally pulled down by Benich. Jake Eaton, a nice return on the kickoff. And that puts Sullivan's offense in a decent field position. Now's the time to make a run, though. If you're Sullivan, it's 8 minutes is starting to dwindle down here in the fourth. And with the way Tuscola's been eating up the clock the last few times, you're going to run out of time here pretty soon. So we line up here. Got some confusion by the Sullivan team. You got 2 out to the wide side and 3 here into the near side closest to us. Frericks in the shotgun. There's the snap. Little screen play, and the pass is broken up. Well read. They've thrown that screen pass just one too many times. They're number 12, Griffin Day. Excellent defense. Almost intercepted it, and if he would have picked that off, he was all by himself to the end zone.
Batted down by number 12, Griffin Day for the Warriors.
And 2nd and 10 here. Ferks again in the shotgun. 3 out to the wide side of the field, and he's just going to keep it. The quarterback keeper, good tackle.
Benich again. Benich is starting to rack up some tackles in this game.
And they're probably going to get a holding call here on Sullivan, it looks like.
There is a flag on the play. Preliminary indication is holding against Sullivan.
As they count them off here, Tuscola's defense is starting to pick it up, make some stands. Sullivan will be backed up. It looks like a 2nd and 18. As they come to the line. 3 again, trips out to the left, the wide side of the field. Ferrick's looking to pass, throws a screen, and it is well read, and he is down in the backfield. A loss on the play. That is number 15 for Tuscola, Austin Martin, with a great tackle and a great read in the backfield for another loss. And if you're Sullivan, this is kind of this looks really bad.
Yeah, you know, just to give a little shout out to some of the offensive linemen that have been playing in this game for Sullivan. Is 62 Matt Sparrow, a 6'2", 260-pound junior. Number 65 Dakota Clayton, a 6'2", 240-pound junior. Jed Wheeler, number 73, a 5'7", 240-pound senior. And a flag there.
Wonder if they're going to call a helmet to helmet. It looked like he
Nick
hit.
Ferricks took off on a quarterback keeper, and it looked to me like Nick Bates and him hit helmets. It really looked inadvertent to me.
Yeah,
I could see.
It wasn't intentional, but
So
I think
they're
going to call that just as, you know.
Yeah, helmet to helmet contact.
Just to, you know, keep everybody safe and keep it on the
And another, and to go back to the lineman, just to give him a shout out, number 76 Garrett Cuffle, a senior, 6'4", 270-pound offensive lineman for the Sullivan Redskins. So you know these guys got some pretty good beat up front there.
Mm-hmm.
And
they mark that off. That puts Sullivan on the other side of the 50 and an automatic first down. And again, with something like that, it wasn't inadvertent, not an intentional helmet to helmet. It just happens. I mean, it's like when somebody gets tripped in basketball. It just happens. You have to call it a foul.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah. That was definitely what happened there.
And shotgun, wide receivers out, both sides of the field.
Quad formation, single backfield.
Pass, little screen pass. Big number 75 there. No, missed tackle.
15.
And
missed tackle, that's what we're talking about.
He's going to be in the end zone, but it's going to come back.
That was pretty close to a clip, but they didn't call it.
Pending a flag here.
There is a flag on the field.
And it's against Sullivan.
That will be called back.
Unfortunate. That was a nice run there.
Yes, it was, by Peyton Hagerman, that third-string quarterback we were talking about. Ran a quick in route from that quad double receiver position on the far side of the field. Almost works out, like you said, like a screen pass, and had, I don't know, 2 or 3 Warriors converge on him and actually cracked him pretty good, and he came right through it and busted out to the outside and ran it all the way down into the end zone. But all for naught. Sullivan definitely disappointed at that outcome there, man.
Yeah, missed tackles, and like changed it. That was a clipping penalty they called on Sullivan there on a crackback block from one of the wide receivers.
Yeah, and they let the one go down here.
Mm-hmm. And they'll be 1st and 18 again. As Frederickson shotgun again, looking down the field, overthrows and
Intercepted
picked off
by number 87, Josh Knight.
And
I think he might have a couple of them tonight.
that's two, I think, for Josh Knight. And not exactly what you were looking. He had a guy open, he just overthrew him a little bit.
Yep.
Josh Knight right there to reap the benefits. Tuscola.
So 1 minute you go from thinking you just scored to turning the ball over with an interception on the next play. You know, that just, boy, that just absolutely kills your momentum there. Anything you had going into that, so.
And I think I've seen this a couple times this game. The officials have called a timeout, and I think they're actually calling it for water breaks to make sure the teams get water. This is the third or fourth time they've done it, and I think they are taking care of the players here. It's nice to see.
Yes, it is. You know, there's nothing wrong with that at all. When you get the heat and humidity up like it is today, and those players are out there playing hard, you know, a refereeing crew that pays attention to that, they're actually getting some water brought out to them by the Tuscola guys. And it's nice that they keep, you know, got a pulse on that.
Mm-hmm. And we are almost midway through the fourth quarter with 6 minutes, 44 seconds to go. The score is Tuscola 23, Sullivan 14. Tuscola with the turnover, or Tuscola creates the turnover there and picks the ball off by Josh Knight. And they will take over on downs here, 1st and 10. And it's kind of a dejected looking Sullivan sideline here after that turnover. But still a lot of time left. Things can still be turned around. They've forced a couple of turnovers in the first half. Tuscola's kind of buttoned that up a little bit and not done it so much here in the second. But like you said earlier, they go after the ball and try and strip it when they tackle. Tuscola's got to hang on to that ball.
Tuscola's just, you know, stayed solid all game long. Just kept it going. Sullivan's getting kind of up and down, you know, a little bit.
High snap again.
Snap. He had no chance. By the time he hauled that one in, Sullivan defenders were all around him, but he was actually brought down by number 49 of the Sullivan Redskins, Alan Cooley, 5'9", 205-pound senior.
And credit to the Sullivan guys, they have helped the guy they tackle every time. When they tackle somebody in the backfield, their first reaction is to turn around and help the guy up that they put down. Good sportsmanship.
Yep, there's been some good sportsmanship in this game.
And Nick Bates is letting the clock wind down, going under center. A handoff, the outside, number 4, Tristan Williams. He gains.
Got back to the original, a little bit beyond the original line of scrimmage. Probably second and a long 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
Third and a long 9.
Third and 9. We got a late entry here for Tuscola's offense. As Zach Bates is hustling off the field, letting the clock wind down again. In motion, a handoff going on the outside to the sweep.
It's Martin.
Yep. And he's close to the first down, but I don't think he quite got there.
Yeah.
And once again, they're going to that sweep, which is gaining them
got
yardage.
to the 45. Well, he's short of the 45. At 43, so it'll be what, 4th down? 4th down and a long 4.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to hard snap. They're probably going to be calling a timeout and going into punt.
Well, they're letting the clock run down here a little bit. Now the play comes in. In motion, another handoff. Oh, missed tackle. That's gets the outside. He's got the first down.
I think he got it.
I think he got it. Yep.
Tristan Williams, very good speed around the outside. Stayed on his feet just long enough to get across the 1st yard line by about a half a yard. and got the first down. You know, boy, that was a long count. I thought for sure they were going to get a delay of game there, but very good job. You know, Coach Reinhardt, I was watching him on that play. He waited and waited, and then he called that play right at the last second there and got it in, so good work.
Sullivan just missed out on getting that ball back. A couple of missed arm tackles there in the backfield. And here we go, waiting for the clock to run down. Tuscola's going to do their best to run it out. We'll probably see another handoff here, a sweep to the outside again.
Martin again.
Good blocking on the outside.
Nice cut up field.
And that sweep is doing some damage to Sullivan right now as Tuscola rattles off another 6 or 7 yard gain.
That's that same sweep play that Bates was running earlier to his, handing off to his brother Zach, and now they've been running it with Martin, and then they run it to this near side with Tristan Williams, and I tell you, it's a good play that Sullivan just hasn't come up for a defensive answer to yet.
And Tuscola is going to go with the run the clock strategy still, with 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the ball game. Nick Bates in shotgun, fakes the handoff sweep, goes up the middle. He's taken down, and it looks like he may have gotten the first. No, he's a little short. So it'll be third and a long one.
Third and a foot. Third and a ball length.
He moved again. Yeah, third and not very much.
Yeah, I mean, actually they're showing. They're
going to
measure. Yeah, I was going to say, from where it's hard to tell which Harris it is. The old Harris boys have been working the chain gain out here a long time. From where I believe it's John, where John Harris marked the down stick. It looked like a first down, and it is. The old boy's got some pretty good eyes.
First down for the Warriors.
So first and 10 for Tuscola with 3 minutes here to go. They lead 23-14 over Sullivan Redskins. And yeah, after that pick, Sullivan's just kind of flatlined almost.
Yeah, you know, you just see the momentum's been sucked out of them, and the wind's kind of out of their sails right now, and Tuscola's working the clock, doing the smart thing, using up every single bit of the clock they possibly can, and even if they don't score here and they turn the ball over, you know, Sullivan's only going to get it back with. What an effort there by
good job by Nick Bates. Looked like he had a major loss there, and I think he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think they're basically just quarterback keeper, run out some clock.
Yeah.
And, you know, they've got 3 more downs to do the same thing, but if they run the ball out, you know, they turn it over by downs, Sullivan's not going to get the ball back, but with, you know, a buck and a half left maybe at the very most.
Even if they have to punt, that's going to take you at least 20, 30 seconds.
And they got to score twice to win the game. So Tuscola could still give up a score and a 2-point conversion and come away with this win. So it's pretty much.
They're rattling off close to 10 seconds every time.
Again, Zach Bates to our near side.
10 to 12 seconds every play, and then probably 8 to 10 seconds after the play.
And what's one of the longest time-consuming plays Tuscola runs is that sweep.
Yeah. They have to draw it out so long to all the way from sideline to sideline.
Yeah, they're just running parallel right now. They're not trying to run the ball down the field hardly that much at all. So, 2-minute warning here at Tuscola.
It is 23.